Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Guitar of the Day. I'm your host, Michael Lemmo, and today it is Flat Top Friday.
Woo!
Yeah, so we're very stoked. And we're also going to do Spec Check with Brandon Soriano.
Yeah!
Whoa, everybody's really stoked. I got to turn it up a little bit.
Turn it up, Mike.
Turn it down. Let's hear a little woo.
No. Before we start Guitar of the Day, just Mike, take a big breath in and then just scream at the top of your lungs. Just give us a good.
You already did it for us, so.
It goes along with my bits.
I did. You already did it. All right.
You did it. I love it.
All right, we got a cool guitar, right?
We do.
This one, actually, I've only seen a few of these.
Yeah.
One of my friends has one, and this is the first one I think I've seen at the shop. I'm sure Norm's had them in the past, but really cool guitar. They always look cool, they sound cool, and it's one of Norm's favorite artists, and there's a good reason why. Absolutely.
And they're so rare. I think you're right that I don't think I've seen one of these from this era in the shop either in the time that I've been here.
Yeah.
So from 1963, possibly early 64, this is a Gibson Everly Brothers.
Whoa.
Ooh. And that's a crazy guitar, man.
Yeah, that's a vibe.
This thing, first of all, just take it in. The double guards, the star inlays, the waffle back tuners, the black finish,
the black
everything.
finish with the
headstock. Oh, it's so cool, man. So, okay, like I said, this is from either 63 or 64. So we're talking early mid 1960s Gibson guitars. And this thing is very cool because the Everly Brothers, if you don't know, you should go look up the Everly Brothers if you don't know them. Very, very influential music duo. Don and Phil Everly were, I think, one of the big inspirations for Elvis. They really set the precedent for pop music for decades to come, for the Beatles. These guys were kind of like some of the original pop songwriters, and they were just phenomenal. Norm is a huge fan of theirs. So what they had was a signature model that we're looking at here that they based off of the Gibson J185. Now the J185 is sort of like a J200, but it's shrunken down a little bit in the body, and that's what they did here. So this looks like a J200 shape, but it's a little bit smaller. It's a J185 size. They did some other things. Obviously, the double pick guards are maybe the most recognizable feature of these models, and you can see there, they're a dark tortoise red on black. So I hope they come across in the camera, because in person it's a really cool look. It's kind of like a Batman guitar.
Yeah, it is.
It's very, very vibey. So the double guards, now a lot of the Everly Brothers models, in fact most of them that you'll see, have a bridge with Maltese crosses on the sides of the bridge, or some of them have mustache bridges. This one doesn't have either. This is an ADJ, an adjustable style bridge setup, kind of like what you would see on a J45 adjustable. This is a rosewood adjustable saddle, and 3 points right there. This is where they would have some screws under those white dots. So, you know, there's a little bit, it's a little up in the air. Norm thinks that this bridge could be original to the guitar, and it's possible, I suppose, that it's been changed, but to be honest with you, it's very hard to tell. So you're looking here, if someone did change it, they did a really, really clean job, because it's just tough to tell. So you get the adjustable bridge on this with a rosewood saddle. The inlays on the fingerboard are the famous Everly Bros star inlays. Get a little smaller as you go up, and then you start getting your doubles.
So cool.
I think it's a great look.
That's interesting they did the two doubles.
I know. This is on the 12th fret right here, and then back here is on the 9th fret. So you don't normally see that. And then they get real small up at 15 and 17. So it's kind of a cool look, you know, that whole thing. It says Everly on the truss rod cover there, and yet another star on the headstock. You flip it over, these are Clouson waffle back tuners, which I always love the look of. That is so cool. Looks like a griddle or something. You can make a pancake on that. It's a very small pancake. And then
the smallest pancake.
Yeah. And then it's a black finish on the back as well, of course. So just a gorgeous model. Like I said, 63, 64, you hardly ever see these pop up. You know, there have been reissues over the years, but this one is a really fine example of a 60s version of this guitar. And we've got it in this black case with the red interior that I love the look of. The red and black thing with that dark red and then the little brighter red and black case. It's very like kind of evil cowboy vibes. So I love the guitar, and it sounds great and it plays great.
Yeah, different kind of playing ability on this guitar. It feels different than a lot of the other ones I've played, but
yeah, it's a very
really
unique
cool
feeling. So with that being said, oh, by the way, you should know this guitar has had some things done to it, a couple of crack repairs. I think there were a couple of overspray touch-ups on it, and there was a hole right there where it looks like someone may have had an output jack at some point that they plugged and filled.
yeah, it's
so
definitely a player, what we call player
a
grade.
bit more of a player. There's some finish checking on the back that I actually love. Looks really cool the way that this finish has aged, and
So
on the front
cool.
as well. So it's not dead mint. You can see there's a little crack repair under there too. I think these pick guards, which tend to warp over time, were probably re-glued at some point. But still, to find one of these at all, the fact that it has some player grade things done to it, it's not a huge deal because you can't even find one of these
It's so cool.
generally. So that being said, are you sticking back here?
Yeah, we'll
today?
stay back here. Thank
All
you,
right.
Brandon.
Yeah, of course. Enjoy playing it, Mike.
I will. And soon we got to get you to play. You sound great on acoustics.
Oh,
All the
thank you,
guitars.
thank you.
But
I
love
need to
your
learn a new
acoustic playing.
song.
Cool. Let's take a listen. So a really nice even sound on this guitar. We'll play some other stuff more higher up the neck as well, and see what we get. There you have your Everly Brothers guitar. Really cool, and it also has just a great look. But like I said before, something different. And you know, Norman loves those J185 bodies. Well, this is right in that wheelhouse. And like I said, you don't see these much. So check them all out at normansrarguitars.com, and also on Instagram and Facebook. I'm your host, Michael Lemmo. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
That was beautiful.
Yeah,
Wow.
cool guitar.